Yay! Hello, hello, hello. I'm really excited for this. Okay, I'm gonna just wait like another 30 seconds for anyone that wants to join live, but you can always catch this later as well. It's gonna be on YouTube. I guess I can do a little introduction to start. My name is Ashley, and I have started the weekly goddess practice because the world needs more love right now, and I have a lot to give. So I'm using a combination of everything I've learned my entire life, knowledge from martial arts training, massage therapy, dance, yoga, and my own personal experiences to create a weekly wellness practice. So for body, mind, and soul. So today is focused on the body, and mostly I want to talk about range of motion, spine health, and at the end, we're going to give ourselves a foot massage. So I'm going to teach you how to do that with actual professional massage therapy techniques. Yeah, so to start, let's get into a seated position, get comfortable. For goddess practice, every week might be a little different. If you need something in particular, I will let you know on Instagram, but you don't really need a lot of space. I don't have a lot of space where I am here, just like a yoga mat amount of space will be good. Cool. So let's start with a quick meditation, which is something that I always am going to start and end every practice with. And there will always be a shavasana as well, because that's the best thing ever. So sitting however you're comfortable, on a pillow or on the floor, cross-legged, legs wide, whatever feels good to you. Close your eyes. Either rest your hands on your lap, your knees, or bring your hands to your heart. And begin to breathe deeply and fully and slowly. Good. Tapping into your breath, tapping into your body, and tapping into the present moment, being completely here and now, in this moment, in the room you're in and in your body. Being grateful for your breath and the aliveness of it. Cool. So now let's take, this is what I like to call black belt breath. So now let's take a deep breath in, breathe in as much as you can, all the way in, totally expand, and then hold it. Cool? So in, hold, relax your shoulders, hold. Exhale slowly with ease and control. Take a couple normal breaths here. And now we'll take another big deep breath in, but after you exhale, hold it. So empty and then hold, okay? In, out, all the way out, hold. Breathing normally, softly. Let out a sigh. Let's all do it together. It's an energetic release that occurs when you do this. So right now is a time, I just want to say a couple of things before we get started, and then we'll get into some movement, some mindful movements, just to get our bodies moving around. Now is a difficult time for a lot of people. A lot of us are stuck indoors, have lost our jobs, or are working from home. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that is creating a lot of stress and worry and fear. So my intention for this practice is to help people find some peace and calmness and relaxation at home within their body and their mind and their soul. I think that now is a time, because we're not going out as much, and depending on where you are in the world, if you're in Canada, you might not be going outside as much either. It's starting to get a little colder. So as we aren't going out as much, it's a really important time to be going within more. So if you don't know anything about meditation, or you've never meditated before, totally cool, no worries. I'm going to teach you what I know and keep it really basic and easy and simple. I don't want goddess practice to be too hard for anybody. There's always the option. I'll give modifications and things, so you don't have to do everything and anything. It's just like if you went to a yoga class. If anything didn't feel good or didn't feel comfortable to you, you always have the option to sit it out or do something that is similar, or not do anything at all. So I'm here to help everyone not go bananas while we stay inside, and just to loosen up a bit. A relaxed body and a relaxed mind and a relaxed spirit will have a much better life experience. So every week we'll dive in to a different aspect, and every month will be a little bit different. And I already have plans for guests to be on as well. So I'm really excited about all of it. Okay, so what do I want to do first? Oh, yes. Okay. One last thing I want to say, and then we can get moving. You can change how you're sitting if you're getting uncomfortable. So the very first thing, very first step to wellness in your body, your mind, or your spirit, the first thing that you want to do is stop criticizing yourself. Stop criticizing everything about yourself, your body, your mind, especially if there's something about your body that you want to change. The first thing you want to do is accept it and honor it exactly where it is at this current time and moment. Because our bodies want to heal. Our bodies are always trying to heal and get better. Our bodies are always trying to help us out. So when we do things that can facilitate our body's expansion and growth and blood flow and breaking up of fascia, then our body will respond really well to that. And there's little things that you can do every day that are honestly so easy and so simple and take no time at all, that don't involve doing yoga for an hour or going to a gym or doing anything. Just little things that you can start doing throughout your day and throughout your life that will make such a huge difference on your body and the way that it feels. And when your body feels better, your mind feels better. And when your body and your mind both feel better, your life gets better. No big deal, right? So today we'll just focus on the body and some things that we can do for ourselves to feel better. So right now, let's honor and acknowledge our body and everything that it does for us, no matter where it's at. And we'll do a little something for our spine. So increasing the mobility and the range of motion in your spine is really important for your entire life, because your spine a limber spine will make you feel young forever. And if you already have limited mobility and range of motion in your spine and you're like, well, it's already not good, know that you can prevent it from getting worse. And that's amazing. And your body will respond well to any movement that you can do. So we want to practice where we're at so that we can either improve or not get worse. Because if you do nothing, you don't get to stay in the same place. You'll get worse, you'll move backwards. So let's keep moving forward. Let's stay strong. Let's do this together. Let's expand our bodies, our mind, and our soul. Let's pour more love into ourselves so that we can be more peaceful and loving in the world, especially with the people that we're potentially stuck at home with. So let's have a little more compassion for ourselves and for the people at home. Okay, that was a lot of talking. Let's get, oh, my knees. Let's get onto our hands and knees and do a little cat-cow. This is my new favorite scarf. I can't stop wearing it. So cat-cow, one of the best spinal mobility things to do. Starting on your hands and knees. You can tuck the toes under or keep the feet flat, up to you. And just moving at whatever your body is allowing you to do. So you can move at whatever pace feels good, just remembering to breathe. So as you inhale, curling the spine up. Exhale and belly button towards the floor. So the head doesn't need to come up very high, just enough that you can look up and see the ceiling. So continuing at your own pace. And again, if you have limited movement, you're just doing what you can and honoring your body for everything that it can do and how much it does for us. So the next time you come into cat, so belly button towards the floor, turn and look back towards your butt cheek. And on the other side. And one more time on each side. Remembering to breathe. One more each side, it feels really good. Couple more cat-cow. One last breath. And as you exhale, sitting back down onto your ankles. So actually sit onto your ankles here and continue to roll. Just gonna tilt this down a bit. Continue to roll back, placing the hands on the floor behind you and lifting up onto the toes. If you have any ankle stuff going on and this doesn't feel good, just stop doing it. We're only gonna do it for a second. But with the feet turned inward and then applying pressure near the tops of the feet, you're gonna get a beautiful stretch in the feet and in the anterior compartment of your shin. So I know it feels kind of crazy. Don't push it. Just be really soft here. But it's a muscle that often doesn't get stretched and could really use it. Whoa. So rolling back up. All right. So sitting onto your bum, knees bent, feet about hip width apart. I'll move this again. Cool. So leaning back, try to keep your back straight, your chest up, feet on the floor, hip width apart. We're going to windshield wiper the knees and the hips just to get everything moving, grooving, loosened up. So having mobility in the hips is also a really important thing that you're going to want to do for the rest of your life. Often back pain comes from tight hips, especially if one side is tighter than the other, which is the case in most people because none of us are completely even. That's just not how our bodies work. We often do more on one side than we do on the other. So if that's the case, which it is in a lot of people, we can get a rotation of our pelvis starting from our hip, which can become a bigger rotation throughout the spine and even traveling all the way up to the neck and causing pain there. So there's actual, I've had clients with neck pain and I've only massaged their hips and glutes and their neck felt better. So it just goes to show how connected everything is. But the hips are huge. They are the gold mine of your body in the sense that if your hips feel good and feel loose, everything above and below them are going to feel good and are going to feel better. And that is literally your entire body. So do this. Woo! Nice camera angle. And feet together. And continuing the back and forth. You can go slower than I'm going, or go faster, or if you find a good spot and want to stay there for a second, totally welcome to. So this is something, I'm just going to keep going for a second, that I mentioned before. There's little things that you can do all the time throughout your day that don't involve going to an actual class or a practice, that will increase how your body feels, that really take little to no effort. So this might be like a sillier example. I don't know. I never feel silly for stretching. So if you're sitting around in the living room, instead of sitting on the couch, and I love being lazy and sitting on the couch, instead of going to the couch, why not sit on the floor first? And while you're watching whatever you're watching or chatting with people, just be doing this. Literally doing this every day, just this and cat-cow will make such a huge difference in your life. And incorporating that ankle stretch, if you like that, that felt good. Cool. So now we're going to leave the legs to one side. Try to keep the back straight and the chest up. So wherever they landed, just letting them stay there. I'm really feeling this here. You might be feeling it somewhere else. Just try to breathe and work with your body. Remember, your body is always trying to heal and expand. Your body is always trying to help you out. Your body has your back. So just taking a moment and resting here and being patient with yourself and allowing your body to do its thing and do the work that it wants to do and needs to do is huge. All honestly, if this feels good and my hips are really tight, which they often are, I'll stay like this for 5 or 10 minutes, however long it feels good. So we'll just stay for 3 more breaths. One last breath. Let's switch sides. You may want to just go back and forth a couple times. Go to the other side and leaving your legs where they land. So keep the back straight, the chest up. This side feels way tighter on me. Woo! So I'm going to focus on breathing and relaxing. Always don't bring yourself to the point of pain. Comfortably uncomfortable is a good place to be, not pain. So doing your best to relax and allow your body to do its thing, and allow your body to do its work, to do its job. It does so much for us without us having to be consciously aware of it. So just taking a few breaths here to love and appreciate. And instead of being like, oh, my effing hip, this hurts so bad, I have such a horrible hip, or whatever you might be saying about your body, change those thoughts to, what a beautiful stretch on my strong hips. I'm so happy to support my body because it supports me. I'm glad that we're a team. This feels like it really needs it. I'm happy to give my body some love. There you go, hip. Do your thing. I love you, buddy. Or whatever you want to say. But change your thoughts to honoring and respecting and thanking your body and being grateful for it, away from my hips suck, I have a bad back, fuck all that. Sorry, I wasn't going to swear. Damn it. I'm going to try not to swear in case people want to bring their children. So I'm sorry. Okay. Be nice to your body. Don't bully yourself. So let's take one more breath here. Beautiful. And really slowly come out. And again, we'll do a little back and forth thing. Cool. Okay, let's straighten the legs and shake the knees. Shake it, shake. Back is straight. And do your best here. I'm just moving so you can see me, to keep your back straight. Even grab your glutes one at a time and pull them back up and out of the way. And keeping your back as straight as possible, start to lean forward. And if you can't make it very far, that's cool. Honor your body. Be easy on yourself. Be where you are. Don't criticize yourself. So keep a slight bend in the knees. And if this is where you are today, relax into this, into the place that feels comfortably uncomfortable, and just breathe and be there for a moment. You can always come back up and give the knees a shake if it's feeling really tight. Move the glutes out of the way, that's super helpful. Or if it's so crazy tight and you're really having a hard time, grab a pillow or a block or something to sit on. That will really help too. So leaning forward as much as you can. And when you've reached the point where your back is not going to stay straight anymore, allow it to curl forward. Drop the head and the neck and breathe deeply here. We'll stay for 10 breaths. Couple more breaths here. And slowly make your way up. Shake out the knees. Cool. And last thing I want to show you, and we're going to stand up. Yeah. So anytime, this is one of my favorite things of all time. So anytime you're sitting, you can be stretching. And it doesn't have, even if you're at like the dinner table with your family, it doesn't have to be a weird thing. No one even has to know. So sitting cross-legged, it's a really common thing. A lot of us do. I do it too. I try to catch myself though. So sitting cross-legged is really horrible for your hips. It's like the worst thing you could possibly do, and we all do it. So you should try to stop doing it. I do it too, but yeah, anyway. So, I mean, if you do catch yourself sitting cross-legged, try to even yourself out, like do the other side too. But really just try to not do it. So an alternative to sitting cross-legged that is going to feel way better. At first, it might feel kind of tight because it's a solid hip stretch. But once you start doing this all the time and stop sitting cross-legged, your hips and your back, your whole body is going to thank you, and you're going to feel way, way better. So just imagine I'm sitting on a chair. So instead of sitting cross-legged, bring your ankle to your knee. Yeah, so this would work if you're on a chair too. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna do that. So you can do this just sitting with me right now, or if you wanna sit on a chair and try to, go ahead. So sitting up straight, you always want to keep your back as straight as possible, as much as you can for the rest of your life. A strong core, a straight back, sternum up, shoulders back, but also down and relaxed. Kind of the general vibe you want to maintain throughout your whole life, to carry a confidence, a posture of confidence, of strength, engaging the core when you sit, and opening up the hips as well. So this is way better than this, you know? What kind of old person are you going to look like if you sit like this all the time? You're going to get stuck like that. One day. Sorry to say. Yeah, so what you do every day while you're young, while you still got it, makes a difference. So practice it while you can still do it. Do these things while they're still easy for you. Maintain where you're at and always try to improve so that you can still be strong with a strong core and a healthy limber spine and open hips until a very old age. Yoga will keep you young, but you don't have to go to a yoga class. You can just do little things throughout your day all the time. So that's going to be a big part of these body practices, is just little tips and tricks and tools and things that I've picked up along the way that can help you feel better all the time. So whenever you think of these things, just do it. So anytime you're sitting, ankle to knee, switch sides if you didn't already. And again, I'm sitting on the floor, but I do need, this is really great if you're in a chair. You can try this if you want. Okay. Oh, come back down. Real graceful, actually. So it's likely gonna feel really tight. And when you first try to do it, you might look like this. So remember what I said about not bullying yourself? The tighter your hip are, the higher the knee's gonna be. So the more you can get your back straight, your core engaged, and be nice to your body and tell it nice things and say, thank you. I'm so glad that you're showing me what I need to work on. Thank you, hip. That is so nice of you to be this tight and send me this loving message that I need to give you more love so we can support each other. Isn't that great? So over time, your knee will lower and this will become the most beautiful stretch. If you're doing this and you're like, I actually know what you're talking about, this is so easy, incorporate a forward fold into it. Maybe you won't do that at the dinner table, but it's such a great hip opener. And like I said, your hips are the gold mine of your body. So we want to keep them feeling good so we can feel full of love and respect for our body, and our body will support us. And okay, just run. So when you come out of this, and if it feels really tight, always do the shake it out. Yeah. Okay, so let's stand up because I want to show you guys something really, really cool and just move around a bit. So the goal for the practice today is to feel better in our body. And your body feels better, your mind feels better. And next week is Mind Week, so we'll go more into the connections of body and minds and how they work together even more. So I'm excited for that. All right. So I'm gonna bring you with me. So everybody stand up. Okay. I don't want to take my skirt off. I love it. I'm like sweating now. Okay. Oh, my volume was down way low. Hopefully people can hear me. Oh, thank you. 2 thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. So, also, if you don't want to move right now, you can take the option of doing this in your mind. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but it's not. Every athlete in the world will complete their task or their race or whatever it is they're doing. They do it first in their mind, and then they do it in their body. They get the gold medal. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do 10 jumping jacks. Ready? Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Letting your inner child out to play. Hooray. Okay, now stop. Close your eyes. Do 10 jumping jacks in your mind. 1, 2, really picture yourself doing it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now 10 with our physical body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close your eyes. You can keep moving if you don't want to completely stop. Do 10 in your mind. Visualize your body right now in this room doing 10 jumping jacks. Okay, one last round, 10 jumping jacks, their physical body. 3, 4. Also, jumping is really good for your lymphatic system. You actually will stay healthier and boost your immune system just by jumping. Okay? Which is why I have a mini trampoline, but also skipping rope or just doing jumping jacks is good too. Okay, last round, eyes closed. 10 jumping jacks in your mind. And that, my friends, is how you manifest. Okay. So, yes, okay. So now look straight ahead, not at the, or you can look at the computer, but pick one little speck or one little spot, something to focus on. It's gonna fix my hair first. Okay. So look straight ahead, pick one spot to look at, face a wall, Be sideways looking at your computer with your head turned, okay? So pick one little speck on your computer on the wall and do not let your eyes lose contact with that speck. So we're gonna start turning. You can start to the right or the left, but maybe to keep it consistent, let's all turn to the right. So turn, and as your body, look as long as you can, and then look back, okay? You can go as fast or as slow as you like. Keep your eye on that exact spot. Okay, one more. Cool. Shake it off. You might feel a little dizzy. Ooh, shake it out. Make a weird sound. Okay. My teacher, Julia, always said that we do weird things in yoga to not be weird in the world. It's one of my favorite things I've ever heard. So, not that this is a weird thing to do. Anyway, let's switch sides. So, looking straight ahead and turning. I don't remember if I turned backwards or forwards last time, so I'm sorry, I'm just turning backwards now. So keeping your eye on that one point as you turn. Do not take your eye off of it. You can see if you want to go a little faster or slow it down if you need to. Okay, I'm getting dizzy and kind of messed up. Okay, shake it off. Shake it off. Okay, so this is a cool thing because this is something that came up in martial arts training, came up in yoga, and came up in dance. So this is something that a lot of people practice in many different types of workouts and training modalities. So the idea in yoga, we call it a drishti. So you pick a spot to stay focused on, and you keep your eyes on it. So it helps your brain to stay focused and to stay centered. It helps you stay in the present moment. And when you incorporate movement with it, it helps to ignite your inner child and keep that alive. Like, don't you feel kind of better already? Your hips are looser, we're moving around, we're just having fun. So there's a dance version, which is kind of fun, so we'll try that. So the arms together. So you're going to look at your spot, open your arms, bring them in as you spin, and then open. Open, 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 open. Okay. And see if you can speed it up. Okay, shake it up. And let's switch sides. You might find that one side is easier than the other side for whatever reason. So just try this side too, if whether you had a good time with the last round or didn't, give it a try. So, which way did I go? Okay. So in, eye on the drishti. Okay. See if you can speed it up. And 1 and 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1 and 2 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and woo. Okay, cool. All right, and just for fun, I don't know if any of you have ever done any martial arts training ever. We're not going to do anything crazy right now, but we're going to do the same exercise, but it involve our legs. So I know it's funny, I'm like doing this in a dress. I wanted to dress like a goddess. Okay. So arms up, 2 fists, and we're gonna bounce. Actually, maybe don't bounce first. So basic front kick. So your bottom foot will twist as you kick. I'm not gonna show you. Just keep it basic, front kick. Okay, arms up. Switch, front kick, front kick, front kick. Keeping the core strong. Cool. Switch. Okay, so the front kick might become a little bit more of a side kick, but we're just doing this for fun. This isn't like official martial arts training, literally in a dress. So kick, step, step, kick. So eye on the dristi, kick, step, step, kick, step, step, kick. Okay, it's kind of hard to not move forward. Try to stay in one spot. I'm not working with a lot of space here. So same leg, kick, 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 kick. Keep going. And if you want to try to do it faster, you add in a jump. I really have no space here. Cool. Okay. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, we're almost done with our standing stuff. Let's do the other side, the other leg. So just basic front kick, arms up. How badass do you feel? When's the last time you kicked, you know? Okay. So we're gonna kick, turn, turn, eye on the dristi. Kick, keeping the eye on the same spot. Step, step, kick, step, step. And it might become a little bit more of a side kick, which is kind of just natural. I'm getting dizzy. Cool. And if this feels really easy for you and having fun, you could speed it up a bit. Kick, kick, step, kick, and add in a little jump. Okay, so come more. Kick, kick. I'm falling all over the place. Okay, cool. Shake it out. Grab a sip of water. And back down to the floor. Wow! So bright. So. Water. Water. Drinking water is one of the best things that you can do for your body. There's almost 800 million people in the world that do not have fresh water. And we do. So don't take it for granted. Drink a lot of it. Get as much in your body as you can all the time and learn to love it. Learn to love water. Why can't I breathe? Learn to love water like you love your body. Thank you, water, for hydrating and nourishing every single cell in my body so that my body can work at its full capacity and we can honor each other with the nectar of life that a lot of the world doesn't have the privilege of getting. So cheers to having fresh water. I'm going to put some links below for 2 charities that also help bring fresh water to places in the world and people that do not have it. So cheers. All right, so basically spine, core strength. The best way to get core strength is the easiest thing in the world. Literally just engage your core. So feel, and if you don't feel anything, the more you practice it. So you want to squeeze your abdominal muscles anytime. So again, you're sitting at the dinner table. Instead of sitting cross-legged, make it a stretch. And instead of slouching, do a core workout. These 2 things are honestly going to change your life and make your body feel so much better if you start doing them all the time. Your body will thank you. Your hips will thank you. Your back's going to feel better. A little cat-cow every day. Those are 3 really easy, simple things that will make a huge difference in your life and how your body feels. Okay, there was one last thing, and then we're going to move on to foot massage. So another thing for anybody that is on their feet a lot, when you're on your feet all day, a lot of blood and lymphatic tissue can pool in your feet and your ankles. It definitely happens on me. I'm 29 years old, but my ankles swell. I get fat little feet like totally get swollen if I'm like out hiking or doing whatever, just literally just standing too much, not doing anything, and I get swollen. So one of the best things you can do if you're on your feet, really for longer than any amount longer than 2 hours. After we sit or stand for 2 hours, our body starts to get unhappy, and that's a really good time to, if you've been sitting, to stand, or if you've been standing, to sit. So when you get home, if you are someone that's still working, or if you're just on your feet all day, wherever you are, easiest, simplest thing you can do that makes such a huge difference, legs up the wall. Bringing your butt all the way to the wall, legs up. You can move your ankles around, circles, both directions, whatever feels good. Make a V, don't push it, be really gentle here. Come back in, you can pull your legs in, do little bicycle movements, or do none of that and just chill here. So I recommend doing that with a book. Have your cell phone, and if you're gonna sit and scroll through Instagram, get on the floor. It's really good for your back to be on a hard surface. Get your legs up and let your feet drain. Your body will thank you so much. We need to let the blood and lymphatic tissue drain towards the lymph nodes that are in our hips, and putting your legs all the way up the wall in a 90-degree angle will benefit you huge. It is not the same as sitting on the couch with your feet up on why can't I think of the word? A stool? An ottoman. A foot couch. Okay, a foot couch. Oh my God. Okay, so legs up the wall. Engage your core all the time. Be strong. Be tall. Take care of your hips. Do things to loosen them up. Keep your spine healthy. That's a small handful of things you can start doing all the time that you can just layer into the time you're already using in your day and in your life, and will make such a huge difference. So, and not criticizing ourselves, drinking lots of water, taking care of ourselves so we can take better care of the people in our life, showing compassion for ourselves, showing compassion for the people that we share a home with. We're all stuck at home together, if that is the case for you. So let's be a little more loving with ourselves and with the people around us, because that's going to create a more peaceful atmosphere in your body and outside of your body in your life. So that's all really, really important. Okay. Yeah, let's do a foot massage. So get comfortable. Oh, also have a blankie or a sweater or something nearby. We will do a few minutes of shavasana at the end of the practice, because shavasana is the greatest thing in the world, and it needs to be a part of goddess practice every single week. Okay, so you don't need any lotion. It's actually better to not have lotion. It might feel better with lotion, but you want to be able to get some grip and some momentum. So socks off. Don't you just love your feet? Give your feet some love. I love you and you and you. Okay, you get the picture. So let's just shake out the legs. Our bodies are feeling good. And you can sit on your couch or something. Sit on a chair for this. I'm just on the floor because I like being on floors. So ankle above knee. Try to keep your back straight and the core engaged. You might slouch a little more. It's okay to slouch sometimes, but try to catch yourself more often than not, and work on having a strong core and a straight back. Cool. So first thing you want to do, grab the toes, give them all a little wiggle, wake them up. Like you're giving them all like, hello, like shaking the hand of every toe you have. I never thought of it like that until now. Wow. Cool. So now I'm going to grab The fingers are in the front, thumbs in the back, and then kind of do this motion. So pulling, so there's tons of little bones and tendons and muscles in there. So I want to try to pull it all apart. So grab the back two toes and do that back and forth motion. Middle toes, getting closer to your big toe. Back and forth, back and forth. Cool. And you can start to do little circles with the thumbs. Do little circles and pull up on the toes. So pulling pretty hard, like you might even get little cracks, which is nice. So pulling, pulling, little circles. Cool. Now we just want to squeeze, nice big squeezes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Cool. So lots of squeezes everywhere. Use the tips of your fingers too, so you can get like more specific pressure. And I want to give the ankle some love. So to stretch the ankle, if you didn't like the stretch we did at the beginning where you do both of them, you can grab the foot and pull inward. So inward and up. So that's how to stretch the area. So do a little stretch here. And also while I'm doing the stretch, I might give a little massage in the front of the foot, the area being stretched. So do this after you do legs up the wall, and legs up the wall should be done anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes to reap the most benefit from it. Again, you want to give your body the time that it needs. It can't get a lot done in a minute or even 2 minutes, but in 5 or 10, a lot can happen and you're going to feel the difference. So don't just take my word for it. Try it and then let me know how it goes. Okay, so let's do circles with the ankle and switch directions. Cool. Stretch it, anything that feels good. We've pulled on all the toes. And using your thumbs, just start to do a sort of spreading motion. So all throughout your foot, spreading, spreading. Do little spreads, big spreads. Cool. And this is my favorite part. If you're ever giving someone else a foot massage, they'll love it, but definitely do it on yourself. So you want to pinch your heels as hard as you can. All around the sides, the top, pinch, squeeze, really get into your heels. Push as hard as you can. Give yourself a good foot massage. How often in our lives have we given foot massages to people we love, to our children or spouses or a friend or someone that has sore feet after a long day? You'll give them a foot massage. And when is the last time you gave yourself a foot massage? It's really easy for us to give love to others, and for some reason we're not as quick to give that same capacity of love to ourselves. And let me tell you, giving yourself a good foot massage is the greatest thing in the world. I do it all the time. If you can make yourself feel better instead of looking for an outside source to do that for you, you're always going to be okay, no matter what. You're always going to feel good. And that's a big part of what Goddess Practice is all about, empowering and teaching everything that I know to help you be good on your own and take care of yourself and do things for yourself to feel good and to feel happier and more confident and to have more expansion in your body and your mind and your life. Cool. So that's pretty much it. You can squeeze, you can spread, you can pull. Remember to do some range of motion with the ankle. That's a pretty dang good foot massage right there. So let's shake it out and switch. So ankle above knee. And first, pulling on the toes, spreading them, shaking hands with every toe, pulling them in every direction. Might not spend as long on this foot, so if you need a little more, you can always do that when class is over. I don't want to cut into Shavasana. Cool. And now doing that motion where you grab and go back and forth. So doing that between all the toes. Up a little towards the feet, below the feet. Just trying to get everything in there moving. Breaking up the fascia. If you're not sure what fascia is, you really should know. It's really important. I definitely cannot explain it as well as Gil Headley can, so I'm going to post it, the link for that below. It's the Fuzz Speech on YouTube. So basically it's a layer of tissue that's in between our muscles and our skin, and it can get really thick and tight, and it needs to be broken up, and self-massage and movement is one way that we can naturally do that. So the little spreading motions on the bottom of the foot, so spread, 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 spread. So do that all over. Cool. Going to do circles with the ankle. I'm really excited to hear about how everybody's bodies feel after this practice, how your mind feels after the practice. Hopefully, if you were feeling a little stressed or anxious, we did some things today to relieve that from you. It's one of the best ways to get out of your head is to get into your body. Jump up and down, spin around, and do childlike movements and be silly. Wake up the spine, wake up the hips. Everything we did today might have seemed really basic and simple, but that's what I want to teach the most, is the very basic, simple things that we can do all the time. And massaging the top of the foot, that we can do all the time to improve our life in a big way and be easier on ourselves and to give ourselves a little more love. Cool. So stretching the foot, so pulling it in and up. And I'll even do a little massage while I'm stretching, so it feels really good. I always get shin splints just from walking my dog. I get a shin splints. I'm always doing stuff like this, especially in the front. Cool. I also really love to foam roll a lot. I made a whole video about it. Foam rolling is very important and everybody should have one. Okay, last little thing, moving the ankle around, doing any other little thing that felt good there, and pinching the heel. So really getting in there as hard as you can. Our heels take a lot of abuse from us all day, every day. So we want to just give it a little love. Push as hard as you can, squeeze, pinch. Grab the whole heel, try to do smaller little bits of it if you can. This is why we're not using lotion, because you can get a better grip without it. So squeeze, pinching every little part of it. Again, this is the best thing that you can do on somebody else too, but do it on yourself as well. Cool. And any last little thing that felt good. Giving it nice little squeezes. Cool. Okay. So shake out the legs. So I think that's everything I really wanted to cover today with the body. So let's get ready for Shavasana. If you want to go wash your hands quick, or grab a sip of water, grab a blanket, grab a pillow, get yourself ready to lay down, or you can sit if you prefer. If you'd prefer to sit, just make yourself as comfortable as possible. And I'm going to lead us into a little relaxation and into Shavasana to end our practice today. So I'm going to go wash my hands. You do what you got to do. Get comfortable, lay down, and we'll meet back here in a moment. Okay, so getting comfortable. Grab some water. If you've already laid down, that's cool. If you haven't yet, another really great practice to get into, especially if you live alone or you have felt lonely at all during this pandemic, or just as a daily practice if you feel really good and you have a lot of love and hugs in your life, but giving yourself a hug, a really good squeeze. It might feel silly, but giving love to yourself is one of the most beautiful things that you can possibly do. It's going to make you feel more confident and more worthy of love from outside of yourself as well. So one more really good squeeze, 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 squeeze so hard. And my roommate's mother taught me about kissing yourself as well. So you can give yourself a hug and a kiss. You can get hugs and kisses every single day from yourself, and there's nothing more beautiful than that. That's going to fill you up. That's sending a really good message to your body. And the things that we think and do are messages to our body. Every cell in our body picks up on our vibration, and every thought we think has a vibration. So the more we compliment our body and give it love, the better our body is going to feel, and the more our body is going to do for us and support us. And don't just take my word for it. Would you rather do some of these things that feel a little weird sometimes and then feel great? Or do you want to just feel like crap all the time and continue being a bully to yourself? Really, one of those is not an option, in my opinion. So now is not the time to shrink and be small and be in pain and suffer. Now is the time to ignite that inner goddess, love her and kiss her, and do things to make yourself feel better and hydrate your body and honor and respect the fact that we have clean water and we have bodies capable of movement, even if we have a limitation somewhere in our body from an injury or something else, being appreciative of the little bit of movement that it does have so that we can maintain where we're at. That's a beautiful thing. So please lay down. I'm going to stay sitting. Get really comfortable. Grab a blanket or a scarf. Into Shavasana position with the arms down by your sides, palms facing up, shoulders relaxed. Allow your feet and ankles to open outwardly. Breathing normally. Being present in your body. Eckhart Tolle talks about flooding your body with consciousness. He says this might be a little misquoted, but the general idea is when the master is not present, all sorts of, how does he say it? All sorts of creatures and people and outside things will inhabit the body, which can manifest as an illness and disease as well. So let's flood our body with consciousness. Be aware of your fingers, your toes, your legs, your back. Notice if you feel different than you did at the beginning of the practice. Feeling your breath in your body. Appreciating the fact that you can breathe and you're here and you're alive. Allowing yourself to sink and melt into the floor with every breath you take, with every exhale. Relaxing and releasing a little bit more. I brought my singing bowl, so I hope the sound translates well. So we're still in Shavasana. Just allow the vibrations of the bowl, of the singing bowl, to shower over your whole body and removing anything that no longer serves you energetically, allowing anything to be released, any toxicity, negativity, and stress from your body, so that you may leave this practice today feeling cleansed and light and full of love and beautiful from the inside out. And I'll leave you with a quote. So just breathing normally, lying in Shavasana. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God or the universe or whatever you want to say. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God or the universe or your higher self, or the love that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So you can stay laying down or slowly make your way up to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. And thank yourself for showing up to this practice today, maybe doing some things you've never done before, to give love to your body, to honor your body, and to be present and have a little fun. Thank you so much for coming today. Next week is going to be an actual yoga practice and with little mind discussions and affirmations all throughout. So bring a yoga mat and comfy clothes and dress like a goddess if you'd like, or wear whatever makes you feel goddessy. And then if you want to, take a picture of it and tag me on Instagram because I want to see if you have pretty earrings or a fun scarf, or if you wanted to wear makeup or not wearing makeup makes you feel like a goddess, whatever feels good to you. If you want to take a picture and tag me in it, that would be awesome. So thank you so much for coming today. I'm so excited to do this and to keep doing this. And I'll see you next week for the mind. I'll see you in 2 weeks for soul, and then we will take a week off. Thank you so much. Namaste. Have a beautiful Monday. Oh, does anyone have questions? No? Okay. I see no questions. Does anyone want an oracle card reading? Sorry, I'm already forgetting my whole process. If anyone would like a free oracle card reading, just make it in the comment below within the next couple minutes. Give me a number between 1 and 108. So any number between 1 and 108, and I will send you your free oracle card reading from my own deck that I made myself. Cool. Yay. Okay, sounds good. If I see any other numbers within the next few minutes, I will send you an oracle card reading as well. But thank you so much for being here today. It means a lot. I'm on Instagram as HeyReikiLady, and obviously I'm on here as HeyReikiLady. So please like and subscribe, and I appreciate you. Have a great week.